Okay everyone, unit 2 files. Contents: what is file and basic file operations, defining, opening and closing a file, input output operations on file, error handling during input output operations, random access to files, command line arguments. So we will be seeing one by one. Okay, so what is file and basic file operations? A file is a place on disk where group of related data or information or instructions are stored. Okay, so this is nothing but a file. File operations are naming a file, opening a file, reading data from a file, writing data to a file, closing a file. So these are the file operations. So there are two distinct ways to perform file operations in C. The first one is known as low level input output, and second one is high level input output operations using functions in C standard input output libraries. Okay, so these are two distinct ways. So next we see defining, opening and closing a file. So file name is a string of characters that make up a valid file name for operating system. Data structure of file is defined as file in library of standard input output function definitions. Okay, all files should be declared as type of file before they are used. Okay, we have to define a data type as a file. File is defined data type. Okay, when we open a file, must specify we want to do with the file. For example, may write data to file or read the already existing data. So how we have to declare the file? Let's see the example now. File star fp. So file is a data type of file. Okay, star fp is a pointer variable of type file. Okay, so now fp equal to fopen is a function to use to open a file, and you have to specify the two options there, file name and mode. So file name means we have to specify the which file you are going to open or create. Then we have to enter a mode. So mode is nothing but a read, write, append mode. Okay, so this is about defining a file. So following are the file modes. Those are read, write and append. Open the file for reading only, open the file for writing only, open the file for appending data to it. Okay, so when a file is opened in a read mode, that file should be existed. Okay, that file should be existed because we are going to open in a read mode, so we have to read the contents from that file. Okay, so when you open that file, so it will pointer is going to point to the first location of that file. Okay, so next one is the write mode. So when you open the file in a write mode, that file itself it creates the new file. Okay, if it is exist, so it will delete all the content of that file and points to the first location of that file. So next one is the append mode. Open the file for appending data to it. So in this file, a file will be open in append mode and it pointing to the end of the file. Okay, so these are the three different types of modes. Consider the following statements. So file star p1 star p2. So these are the two file pointers. P1 equal to fopen, so data comma r. So we are opening a file in a read mode. P2 equal to fopen result comma write w. So that is we are opening a result file in a write mode. The file data is opened for reading and a result is open for writing. Okay, a file must be closed as soon as all operations on it have completed. Okay, so we have to close that file pointers after doing all the operations. So this is about define, opening and closing a file. So next we see input output operation on file. So input output operation means we are going to write the content to a file, right, of different data types, right. If you want to write the string type of data to a file, then we have to use a puts and gets. If you are writing an integer type of data type to the file, so that time you have to use a put w get w. Okay, so these are the functions. Let's see one by one. So first one is a put c. A file is opened with the mode w and file pointer is fp1. Then we have to use a putc function to write the character to a file. So char c equal to Andy, so we have stored the Andy string into C character. Then fp1 equal to fopen data comma write mode, we are writing data to the data file, so using putc now. So putc, this is a function. C means C contains the Andy string, okay. So fp1 is nothing but a data that is in write mode, so we are going to write the Andy string into the data file, okay. So writes the character contained in a character variable C to file associated with the fp1, okay. So this is about putc. So getC function is used for to read the content of that file, okay. So getC is used to read the character from a file that has been opened in a read mode. So for reading the character from a file, we have to open that file in a read mode, okay. Let's see the example. fp2 fopen data comma r, so C equal to getC fp2, so we are opening in a read mode that file, and getC means and we fetch the data from the content of that file. The getC will return an end of file marker end of file when end of file has been reached, okay. So it will read all the content of that file and till end of the file, okay. So this is about the puts and getC function. So next we want to insert the integer data type to file, so that time we have to use the putw and getw functions. So putw is integer oriented function and writes integer variable value to file, okay. So example, int num equal to 10, fp equal to fopen data comma write mode, putw num comma fp. So we store the 10 number into num variable, and we are writing that data to a data file using a putw. So putw function num comma fp. So num contains now integer value 10 and fp is a data file that is opened in a write mode, okay. So keep in mind, while writing we have to open a file in a write mode, while reading our content of that file we are going to read, so that time we have to open the file in a read mode, okay. So next one is the getw function. The getw is an integer oriented function and is used to read integer value from a file, okay. So fp equal to fopen data comma r, so we open in a read mode. So int a equal to getw fp, so we are going to read that fp file pointer file, and we are going to store in a integer a variable. So this is about putw and getw functions. So next one is the fprintf function. The function fprintf and fscanf perform input output operations that are identical to printf and scanf functions, okay, except that they work on files. The general form of fprintf is fprintf fp control strings comma list, where, so this is the syntax of fprintf function. So what is the fp there? So fp is nothing but a file pointer that is associated with a file, okay. So that should be an open, we are going to open in a read or a write mode. Control string contains output specification for the items in the list. The control string, so that is nothing but a output specification for items, so which are variables we are going to print or fetch the data from the file. So list include variable, constant and strings. fprintf fp comma percentages percentage d. So let's see the example now. fprintf fp comma percentages percentage d and percentage f. So variables are name, age, 6,6.7. So these are the list of variables. So next one is the fscanf function. This statement will cause the reading of items in list from specified by file pointer. The gender center form of scanf is, let's see the example, fscanf fp control strings comma list. So same it is. So where fp is a file pointer, control string is the output specification items, and list is nothing but a include variable, constant and strings. Let's see the example. fscanf fp percentages percentage d, so item comma quantity. Here fp is a file pointer, percentages and percentage are the control strings, item and ampersand quantity is nothing but a list of items. Okay, we are going to fetch from the file. So next one is the error handling during input output operations. So when writing to a file or reading from a file, so we'll get some file errors, right? So those situations are trying to read beyond end of file mark. So we are going to trying to fetch the data from the end of the file, behind the end of the file. Okay, so next is a situation is trying to use file that has not opened. Next one is trying to perform an operation on file when file is opened for another type of operation, opening the file with the invalid file name. Okay, so these are the situations. Two library functions are available, that is file end of file and file error, that can help to detect errors in files. If fp is a pointer to file that had just been opened for reading, then statement. If file end of file fp, okay, so here fp is we are going to use for file end of file, printf and end of data. Say when the fp is pointing to the end of the file, so that time printer will be printed on the screen, will display message as a end of data or reaching end of file condition. Next one is the error reports. File error reports the status of the file indicated. It also takes file pointer as its argument and returns non-zero integer if an error has been detected up to that point during processing, return 0 otherwise. Okay, so file error f error reports the status of that file indicated. If file error fp not equal to 0, printf an error has occurred would display error message if reading is not successful. Okay, whenever a file is opened using fopen function, a file pointer is returned. If the file cannot be opened for some reason, then function returns the null pointer. This can be tested, that is whether file is opened or not, in following by way. Okay, we have to check out the file is open or not using if fp equal to null, file could not be opened, because the file does not contain anything means the file will be empty, so that will be equal to null, so that time file could not be opened and we show the error. So next one is the random access to files. Okay, so till now we saw the how to write the character or integer type of data to a file. So now we are going to how to fetch the particular data from a file. Okay, so there are situations when it is required to access only a particular part of a file. Okay, so ftel we are going to use rewind, and fseek function we are going to use to particular part of file. So first ftel takes a file pointer and return number of type long. Okay, so it will return a number of type long. Okay, so n equal to ftel fp. Okay, so the next way is we are using a rewind, takes a file pointer and resets the position to starting of file. So rewind means, so rewind of fp n equal to ftel of fp. So rewind function we are going to use to pointing to the first position of the file. So fseek function is used to move the file position to desired location within the file. Okay, so fseek function is used to move the cursor to the desired location of the file. Fseek fp file pointer comma offset position. So file pointer means it's a pointer to file concerned. Offset means is a number or a variable of type long. Position means is an integer number. So let's see the example. Fseek fp is a file pointer, n means offset, and 0 means integer number of position. I want to that position I want to point to the fp pointer and go reading the data from that location. Okay, so next one is a command line argument, is a parameter supplied to program when the program is invoked. This parameter may represent a file name the program should process. So let's take example now. To execute a program to copy contents of file, named X file to another file named as Y file. Then type following command. So we are going to type in this command in a command prompt, right? So program X file comma a space F file, where pgm file name where executable code of program is stored. The variable argc is an argument counter that counts the number of arguments on command line. The argv is an argument vector and it represents an array of characters pointers that points to command line arguments. Okay, so here we are using two arguments and argv argument vector, and we represent an array of character pointers that point to command line arguments. Okay, so this is about files. So these are the questions. Okay, go through it. Thank you.